dear student, welcome once again to the SRBPS online classes. Today we are going to discuss the topic middle term breaking or middle term splitting. Now, what is that? As already we have discussed in our previous videos or the previous classes, the steps to factorize any algebraic expressions are CRCIM. And we have discussed CRCI already. So we are left with only M. So this M actually stands for middle term breaking or middle term splitting. Right. Now, what is that? We are going to discuss today only. So, as we can see, this is an algebraic expression that we need to factorize. Right, children? And already I have told any algebraic expression when we are going to factorize. So we have to follow these steps only. Right. So we are going to do the same thing with this question as well. So first of all, we will try to take out the common number. As we can see here, in all the terms, what is common? 3. So we will take 3 as a common factor. Right. Now, after taking the common number outside, what is left inside? 3m square divided by 3 will be m square. 30m divided by 3 will be 10m. And 63 divided by 3 would be 21. So we are left with the inside the bracket with these 3 terms. Now we are done with the first step. Right. Now we will go with regrouping. So only 3 terms are inside the bracket. Right. So what we will do? We will try to make group of them so that we can take out more common number inside the bracket. As you can see here, only these 2 terms are making the group and this term will be left alone. And already we have done so many questions in which we have observed whenever the 3 terms are there, it would be difficult to find or to arrange the terms into a regroup. So here also the grouping will not be working out. So we are going to leave step number 2 and step number 3 as well. Right. Now we will move towards step number 4, that is identity. Now we can work out identity here. Let's see how. We know that m square is a square of m. Right. Now we will see that whether the 21 is a square of any number. Can you guess any number which will be a square of 21? No, there is no natural number which is a square whose square is 21. So here identity is also not going to work out. Now we are left with the last step, that is M, which means middle term breaking or middle term splitting. As children, you can see here in the bracket we have 3 terms. So the first term will be this, second term will be this, and this will be taken as a middle term. Right. Now what we are going to do with it and how we are going to split that term, I will show you. There are 3 steps that you have to keep in mind for doing middle term breaking. Step number 2. Step number 1. We will multiply the first and the second term. If I multiply here the first and the second term, what I will get? M square multiplied 21, it will give me 21m square. This is my first step. Now we will move towards the second step. In second step, we will factorize 21m square in such a manner so that I will get by addition either or by subtraction 10m. Let me show you how we are going to do this. If I am going to factorize the number 1 into 21, right, then it will not be divisible by 2, but it will be divisible by 3 into 7. It will not going to come in 4, not in 5, not in 6. So these are the factors of the given number. Right, children? Now we have 2 groups. This is the first group and this is the second group. So which group, according to you, when we will add or we will subtract, we will be able to get 10m? Definitely the group number 2, because when we will add 7m and 3m, so we will get 10m, right? So now we are going to do it here. We will write m square as it is. Here is a negative sign, so we will put negative sign. And since 7 is a bigger number, so we will write the factor 7m first and the smaller factor after the bigger factor. That is 3m. Right? Now we are going to copy down plus 21 as it is. Now the question here, how will I be able to get minus 10m? So definitely by adding. So since my bigger number is having a negative sign, so I have to keep negative sign here so that the function of the addition can be carried forward. Right, children? So now you can see when you will add my negative 7m and negative 3m. So what will be done? It will be going to give negative 10m. Right? Now, the next step, what we will do? We will regroup the first two and the last two. Now we are going to take the common number. From the first group, we can see easily that m is common. So what is left inside? M minus 7. And here also we can see minus 3 is common. So what is left inside? Since it is minus sign here m. And since the negative sign outside, the sign inside will get changed. It is a positive, so it will become negative. And we are left with 7 inside the bracket. Now, as usual, we are doing the same step in the previous question. The same thing we are going to do it here. We have two terms and easily we can see m minus 7. The whole bracket is common. So we will take the whole bracket common and we are left with m minus 3. You can see in this only m is left and in this only minus 3 is left. So these are the factors. So here we can see how many factors we have. We have 3 and m minus 7 and m minus 3. So this is the way we can factorize any algebraic expression by using the middle term breaking or splitting. And children, this will be the last step in the factorization process that we have already discussed, right? That we have to do in all the question. Always we have to look into the question by following all those 5 steps. The first is C, second is R, then C, then I, and then M which stands for middle term breaking. And this will be the last trick to factorize any algebraic expression. I hope, children, you get the way that I discussed today. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay happy. Bye-bye.